In the frosty expanse of the Arctic, a new geopolitical battlefield is emerging. Once regarded as an icy wasteland, this remote region is now at the heart of a mounting tug-of-war between global powers. As the world grapples with the implications of climate change, the receding Arctic ice has unveiled new maritime routes and access to vast, untapped natural resources. This icy pivot point could redefine the world order, making the Arctic the crucible for the 21st century's most critical geopolitical tensions. Understanding the Arctic's rising importance requires a glance back at history. During the Cold War, the Arctic was a strategic front line, a potential launch pad for nuclear strikes. But with the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the region lapsed into geopolitical obscurity. Today, however, as receding ice unveils new possibilities, the Arctic has re-entered the global spotlight. The present-day crisis is a confluence of environmental, economic, and geopolitical factors. The Arctic ice is receding faster than anywhere else in the world, and scientific projections suggest potential year-round shipping routes by 2030. This development, while dire from an environmental viewpoint, opens up a Pandora's box of economic prospects. The region's vast oil, natural gas, and mineral reserves are up for grabs, and the promise of new sea routes could significantly reduce shipping times between Asia and Europe, reshaping global trade networks. But who gets to control these resources and routes? That's where the geopolitical tension arises. Russia, China, and the Arctic littoral states, including the US, Canada, Denmark, and Norway, are the key players in this unfolding drama. Russia, already a dominant force in the region, has reopened 50 Soviet-era military bases and has significantly increased its military footprint. China, despite lacking any Arctic territory of its own, has declared itself a near-Arctic state and is aggressively investing in infrastructure and research in the region. The United States and Canada, on the other hand, view the Arctic as a shared space, and any military buildup by Russia or economic incursion by China as a threat to their interests. Meanwhile, Denmark and Norway, smaller but crucial players, are caught in the crossfire, wary of protecting their sovereign rights in the face of mounting pressure from larger powers. The unfolding saga in the Arctic is not just a regional concern, but a microcosm of larger global tensions. It's a test case for international law and cooperation as nations grapple with the new realities of a changing climate. What happens here could set a precedent for how we manage shared resources and navigate territorial disputes in an increasingly interconnected world. So what does the future hold for the Arctic? It's hard to predict with certainty, but there are a few likely scenarios. If tensions continue to escalate, we could see the militarization of the Arctic, with nations staking their claims through force. This could lead to a new Cold War-like standoff, with the Arctic as ground zero. Alternatively, we could see the emergence of a cooperative framework, where nations work together to manage shared resources and shipping routes, establishing a precedent for peaceful, multinational collaboration in the face of climate change. But this optimistic scenario would require a level of trust and cooperation currently lacking among the key players. One thing, however, is certain. The Arctic, for so long a forgotten frontier, is now a geopolitical hotbed. The decisions made here in the next decade could shape global politics, economies, and the environment for generations to come. As the ice melts, the world watches and waits to see how this chilling drama unfolds.